scene, she's still obsessed with the other brother. And this is because, as you know, on Friday's episode, we brought you that charming interview with Prince William where he revealed finally that the late Queen Elizabeth II had decided the conundrum when it comes to the great British tradition of how to have your scones. Cream first, jam second. Within hours, Meghan Markle had decided she was going to use that as a little stunt, for her business was never. Hands posting, here we go again. Meghan is back to her stalker vibe tricks. Prince William spoke about scones 2 days ago, and now she has to create an entire post about baking warm scones topped with her as ever crap. I mean, how ridiculous is this woman? The need to copy the royals is creepy. Here's the proof.
Within hours of Prince William's Scone interview airing, Meghan Markle had already filmed her own version, and nobody in her camp is calling it a coincidence. 2 days. That's all it took. Prince William sat down on national radio, laughed about clotted cream, and revealed that the late Queen Elizabeth herself always put cream on first.
Now, of course, you are the Duke of Cornwall, so we need to put you to the test. We've got some scones here with some jam and clotted cream. I think you know where this is going. There are 2 ways of doing this. There is the Devonian way, there is the Cornish way. My mum tells me off because she says I do it wrong for our heritage. I'm going to tell you what I do first, which is I put the clotted cream on first. Everyone in Devon is cheering.
Wow.
And then I put the jam on the top. I do that because I think having cream on first is more grippy for the jam.
Good grippy cream, yeah.
Good grippy cream. You can't beat clotted cream. Now, Prince William, what do you do? Think carefully.
I love that I'm the authority on scones. I can only tell you what I learnt from my grandmother, and she had the cream on first.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she did.
Okay, there
So
you go.
That is the Devonian way.
Cream on first, jam on top.
I'd always go with that.
But then the Cornish way is the jam first and then the cream on top. But then I think the jam makes the cream slippy and it slips off. But it slips off into your mouth. So, I mean, that's not a bad thing.
It tastes delicious either way.
It really does. I will have a bite of it.
A warm, human moment that captured the entire British press. And before the weekend was over, Meghan Markle had posted a polished video of herself baking scones, topped with jam and cream, for her As Ever brand. Same subject, same timing, different agenda entirely. But here's what nobody is saying out loud yet. Meghan Markle left royal life publicly, claiming she wanted nothing to do with the institution. She said she didn't watch, didn't listen, didn't follow along. And yet, the moment William trends, she trends with him, every single time. Royal commentators have been tracking this pattern for months, and the Scone post was the moment it became impossible to ignore.
Guest His Royal Highness Prince William.
So we know what's going on. I can reveal Meghan Markle is now completely in control of her own social media output. That after the huge fallout with Netflix. Meghan follows everything despite her claims, I don't watch, I don't listen. She follows everything. She saw that and thought, oh, I'm going to jump onto that bandwagon. Now, it was a weird thing to do for Memorial Day anyway. I mean, Meghan isn't British. As the Royal News Network pointed out, in what world is clotted cream and jam a freaking Memorial Day weekend snack or breakfast in the United States? You know, the only country where Meghan Markle is currently selling as never. And to put the recipe in UK measurements is just an added layer of showing what a crazy stalker she is, doing this just 2 days after Prince William's interview talking about clotted cream and the jam debate. It's not even Memorial Day in the UK, but the spring bank holiday. This is just pathetic and shows Meghan has zero.
This isn't about baked goods. This is about a woman whose brand is quietly, desperately tethered to the very family she walked away from. The As Ever launch was supposed to be her independence declaration, a lifestyle brand built on her terms, her identity, her story. But the numbers don't lie. The only content that moves, the only posts that break through, are the ones that invoke royalty, her children, or her husband.
Proximity to royalty. So after the scones, she immediately moved back onto the kids, who is simply now a prop for her business. Look at this. Inspired by the jams Meghan has created in her own kitchen and shared over the years, each spread reflects a small batch, carefully balanced approach to flavour. Bright and fruit-forward with just a hint of tartness. Ha! She's got a bit more than a hint of tartness, if you know what I mean. And a whisper of lemon. These spreads are crafted to highlight each fruit's natural essence without over-empowering it. Now, we don't care about that, do we? We don't care about that. So what got the attention? It was this. Watch.
Everyone in my family has a different favorite. My husband loves the raspberry, Lily loves the strawberry. Arch wants both, and I like them on.
The only way she is going to try and sell these jams, I still don't think it's going to be effective, is pimping out the children and her husband.
And she knows it. So when William's interview dominated Friday's news cycle, her team saw an opening. A Memorial Day weekend scone post. British measurements. Clotted cream. The recipe posted in the UK style, in a country where Meghan's brand doesn't even officially sell. The timing wasn't cultural. It wasn't seasonal. It was calculated.
Things that will get her failed brand attention are Harry and the kids. That's it. And sure enough, this was immediately briefed to People magazine, the propaganda set People magazine, who somehow tried and turned that low-budget video into something cutesy pie, because she's just given Archie and Lily another new nickname. Did you pick up on that? It's Lil now. Lil and Arch. The Royal News Network responded, what the heck is...
And then came the real reveal. Hidden inside the promotional video, almost easy to miss, Meghan drops family nicknames for the first time on a branded platform. Arch, Lil, Harry referred to simply as H.
This. First, Meghan Markle's audio quality is horrifically bad. And not even amateur, it's worse than that. The part about Lily is barely understandable. It's almost like Harry had the microphone, right? It's also so fake with her standing in the fake kitchen with a pristine white apron, which reinforces the idea that she doesn't cook nor cares about her products. And the stupidity of continuing to believe that claiming her hostages or family can help sell these spreads by sharing their favorites is cringe to the extreme. For Pete's sake, she needs to show that her products are useful for something beyond a scone and fingerprint cookies if she wants this crap to sell. You've got to give it to her. She is trying, but she's so out of her depth, it's as painful as listening to that tinny audio. Seriously, this woman is supposed to be a producer and can't even get the audio right for a short Instagram video, which is both overproduced and somehow underproduced at the same time. It boggles the mind. She is well and truly running all of this, and it really shows. And Tom Sykes.
A casual, intimate moment that felt spontaneous. It was anything but. Within minutes, People magazine had the story. Arch and Lil, Meghan gives her children adorable new nicknames in sweet holiday video.
Of the royalist, lambasted the Duchess, saying she is now openly using her family to flog jam, arguing that Meghan's team have sometimes spoken about her children, or say that she's spoken about her children or husband when promoting products under her brand as ever, which is described as being inspired by Meghan's long-lasting love of cooking, entertaining, and hostessing with ease. However, a new holiday post represents the first time Meghan has invoked her royal husband and kids herself in an openly as ever branded affair. Needless to say, it wasn't filmed in her own slightly grotty kitchen. Since stepping back from royal life, Meghan and Harry have repeatedly said they want to keep their children out of the spotlight, yet while the children's faces remain carefully shielded in photos, their family life is increasingly drifting into public view as it becomes woven into product promotion. And we know that's because she...
The pipeline from her camera to their homepage is frictionless. That's not coincidence. That's a PR operation. And this is where it gets uncomfortable.
But the thing is, Angela, there's nothing British about this woman. There's nothing royal about this woman. When she was actually here, she hated all of these connections to royal life. She wasn't going to eat jam and scones, which, by the way, is my favourite thing. I have to be honest. But she wasn't
With
doing
raisins?
that. So there's
With
nothing.
raisins?
Oh, I love them with raisins. Yeah, I do.
Okay, just
I
checking.
love them with
Should
raisins.
I ever make them?
Yes, please. I like lots of raisins and probably an unhealthy amount of clotted cream and jam. By the way, Angela, I'm all for the strawberry jam, just being honest, and I would never have that. Was never rubbish, trust me.
Right.
I'm big on scones. But that's the thing. There's nothing authentic about what she's trying to do with this product now, Angela, because she hated her time in the United States. I mean, I would have more respect if she was making some type of revolting, I don't know, what do they eat in Los Angeles? You know, quinoa dish, you know, with lemongrass or something like that. But it's this desperate attempt to cling on to English traditions, which really does start to infuriate me.
Subscribe to Royal Verdict right now, because this story is nowhere near over.